Let's see here. That's a good way to start it. All right. Oh yeah. Oh goodness. look at that spike. Look at that one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Starting the timer. An hour, 15 minutes, and 4 seconds.
All right.
Should we get into one? I realized, hey, we never introduced the podcast last time. We completely forgot to do the intro.
And
Yeah, fair.
is that needed?
Not really, but like, it'd be nice.
I guess yeah.
Yeah, I literally what I did last time, which the audio, if you listen to the last episode, you would know all the context now, and you wouldn't need, you could skip ahead like 4 seconds, right? But like when we went to go get look at the lamp, which is explicitly what we were going to do.
Yeah.
We went to go look at a lamp, and we're like, damn, that's a shattered lamp. And we walked back downstairs. I played the intro during that part, and it was pretty much a perfect length for the amount of time we left, so.
Oh, bet.
Yeah, so if you want to go look at a lamp again, we need to actually do an intro.
Yeah. I think after this though, we should just make a credits like right when we're done recording this, we do a quick recording of just like us saying the recording.
Yeah.
So we can just splice that in at the end and beginning.
Yeah, very seamless. All right, just perfect. All right. So should we like introduce? Or are we doing that later then?
I don't care.
This is your podcast.
It is. So executive decision. We'll do that when we do it. We'll do it in post.
We'll do it in post. We're never fucking doing that, are we?
I'm gonna hold you accountable. I'm gonna say we're doing it.
All right.
I'm being dead. I'm dead as disco.
Take the gun.
Yeah. Fucking dead as disco. We're doing it.
Hey. Only lame people think disco is dead.
Look, that's just a thing Frank Reynolds says in Always Sunny in
Who cares what
Philadelphia.
Frank says?
Wait, you don't like Danny DeVito?
Oh no, I love Danny DeVito.
Yeah. So you respect Frank Trashman Reynolds.
Right. Can you like repeat 4 of those words? Because I just Frank. Go on.
Yeah, you gotta. If you like Danny DeVito, you gotta. If you like Danny DeVito, you better respect Frank Trashman Reynolds.
See, was that so hard? No, please. Have mercy.
Jazz.
Oh, fuck.
Or if we're in Mario. No, not Mario. Star Wars.
Whoa.
Jizz.
I was sitting there alone on my couch when suddenly I wondered, what is the jazz music in Star Wars called? To my horror. It's called Jizz. This is a real thing. Look it up.
This is a real thing.
This is an actual thing. Look it up.
George Lucas, you silly Billy.
You fucking... Yeah, I'm gonna fucking find George Lucas. Let's find... Forget the podcast. Let's go find George Lucas right now.
And what are we gonna do?
I'm probably like, holy shit, you made like Star Wars and like all this other shit. Same thing if you find James Gunn.
Yeah. But I feel like I'd be a little angry. Yeah, we're out of that. I guess, yeah, sure, you can have one. House is currently stealing juice boxes from my handicapped younger brother.
I'll fucking do it again.
So, yeah. Can you grab me one? I'm also stealing a juice box from my handicapped younger brother.
I'm not gonna make like any further jokes about this subject. I love the intro of the podcast. We're just snacking up, grabbing a bunch of shit. Now we can begin the real episode. Now that we have our game review.
Yeah.
Also, like you said, hey, let's go, let's play some Minecraft for us to get the silly juices running. And then we watched really good ARG, like, horror.
Definitely got some juices flowing.
Definitely
creatively.
We certainly have an energy now.
Yes.
And I don't know what that energy is, but we need to harness it to its absolute
We do need to harness that energy.
We have, like, we don't have enough sleep-deprived energy, because there's, like, we're, like, 2 in the middle, I'd say, right? At least for me. Right,
Yeah.
where on one end you have the sleep deprived, everything is haha silly juice, right, and then you have on the other end what we were last time, we had energy. You fucking slut! How dare you?
Why?
you not using your hands to touch the Capri Sun?
Yeah.
Wow. I love
that little bird. I like that bird, always thirsty.
Yeah, always thirsty. Oh, the one that infinitely redumps its head.
Yeah, it's one of those perpetual motion things.
The one, perpetual motion machines.
I love those. Honestly,
I
want one so bad. Whether it's a Newton's Cradle or one of those goofy birds.
All right, I know.
Get me a perpetual motion thing.
I know what I'm getting you for your birthday. For full reference, me and Claire are leaning forward and then
sip, 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 sip.
Not even drinking our Capri Suns, just saying sip, 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 and then dunking our heads back.
It reminds me of one of my favorite Family Guy cutaways. I don't remember the context,
of course,
but it was basically because the context didn't fucking matter.
Yeah, it never
mattered.
matters.
It was basically Peter was sitting at this big old fancy desk with like this feather quill, like writing this really fancy letter. So like. Dip, 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 dip. Like he dips his quill in ink.
Yeah, or yeah, and then dip, 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 and then
he was back to like the monologue, and then dip, 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 dip.
To be or not to be. Dip, 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 dip. Leviticus 1:13. Dip, 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 dip. Just constantly dipping in and out of different pens. This is gonna get us canceled. I feel like I'm not okay with some stuff.
Then you can cut it.
I do edit. I do control the edit of this podcast.
Yeah. Make it sound like we just shot a laser gun. Whoa! That was a crazy laser gun.
Welcome to Cosmic Concierge.
We're shooting laser guns right now.
We're aliens.
Because we're aliens.
Allegedly. We haven't done that in how long? When's the last time we did an episode where we're like, yeah, we are aliens?
Christmas?
Kinda, yeah. Christmas was a more concrete.
Christmas was very lore heavy.
Yeah. It was very lore heavy. But
I think... Let's see, super realistic blood and the hyper realistic blood and the Christmas episode are the only two canon and the pilot. Pilot, hyper realistic blood, and the Christmas episode are the only canon episodes. Everything else you can watch in any order, and the only reason why they're canon is because of him.
It's because of fucking him.
And I'm not going to invoke his name.
We're not going to invoke that into this podcast. Can we make one episode that is very explicitly, no matter what, non-canon? Manifesto?
Yeah.
Could that be one where it's like, that is explicitly, we are not aliens?
Yes, that is explicitly not canon.
So, I guess the lore explanation for this and the previous episode is that the aliens found bad creepypastas.
Yeah, we got our hands on Google.
we got
our hands on Google.
This is our Google art where we just Google shit. I'm looking at it. Because, like, creature conspiracy... A lot of these, honestly, are just aliens finding, us finding creature conspiracies. Is just us finding DC. We promise this isn't finished content. It's us finding porn. But yeah, if you ever feel stuck, do what Goofy did is...
well, we just said it was us finding creepypastas.
And then...
NyQuil Sleepy Hour was us finding drugs.
The other ones, we don't have to talk about it.
Our manifesto. That one is truly that one is completely non-canon.
Very non-canon to the
lore. It would have been canon. It would have been so canon. It was literally a Halloween episode.
Yep, it would have been a Halloween episode. We forgot it was Halloween, so
that was the whole joke.
And the election, which maybe that was foreshadowing.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
You should just watch Sonic. You should just watch
Sonic, but not that Sonic movie, the old Sonic.
The 90s Sonic movie that Chris Dunn would repetitively check out at the library until his parents said no because they got tired of watching it.
They're so real for that. They watched on Life in the World to Come. Bring that podcast back. Hey, if Will Wood, if you're listening to this,
Will Wood, if you're listening to this,
shit!
What
the fuck? Why are you listening to two teenagers in a basement?
I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
Can I please be your roadie or just like...
Hey, collab?
Help? I actually want to be Dreamcast on my podcast.
Can we make a brief appearance? I promise I won't tell anyone where you live. Okay.
Of course I wouldn't.
Okay, we have to promise him that.
Yeah, no, I explicitly promised. Like the way you said it, it is I totally wouldn't. Ooh,
what the fuck are you doing with your hand?
That's what Dr. Evil does in Austin Powers.
No. Will Wood, if you're listening. Huh? What? You were You're really good at doing that, honestly.
Oh yeah, I'm surprise, actually. Yeah, I'm actually Tim Allen
Oh my
from
God.
the Santa Claus and Buzz Lightyear.
Get the fuck out of here! Then why you're like an old man? Why are you hanging out with an 18-year-old? No, you can't just make that noise.
Cause I'm Tim the Tool Man. Which what's up with like people?
Send help, please.
What's up with old celebrities having like shows named after themselves, or like Tim Allen was just Tim the Tool Man. That's just your real name. That's not your character. Seinfeld is Seinfeld.
That is just Seinfeld.
It's dumb. I've also never seen either of those shows.
Yeah, no, never mind.
Frasier stars Brendan Fraser.
It does star Brendan Fraser.
I have no idea.
I don't think it does, but it does.
And I
have,
refuse to
it's a
look it
spin-off
up.
of Cheers, so I don't know.
I don't know what. Well, Cheers is the bar show that like is actually in hell, right?
What?
Yeah, we're like actually in hell.
All I know is that Frasier is set in the same universe as iCarly, same city. So
Really?
No, but I lied to your face. But wouldn't that be crazy?
But yeah, no, isn't like Cheers takes place in hell because the main character in The Good Place is also the like.
Oh yeah, so, maybe. I don't know, but
which therefore would mean Frasier's in hell, which means
iCarly's
iCarly's in hell, which makes so much sense now.
It all makes sense. The iCarly
They were
universe
just
is
forced
in hell.
They were just forced to method act.
Oh my God, we figured it out, guys.
Yeah,
we fucking cracked the
they
code.
cracked the code.
iCarly takes place in hell. Same thing with Victoria. That's why technically the final episode ever recorded, right? The whole show is about these flanderized fucks, right? Where they're like, they can never fail, right? At the end, they shrug ambiguously as everyone around them fucking is in major pain. Like an earthquake happens in one episode, right? A bunch of devastation gets caused, and this one like bratty girl who's like rich or whatever, she's like wheeled away in a stretcher, and all the characters literally shrug. That is like not even the worst thing on the that shit was fucked up. That shit was really fucked up.
What?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Like she got hit by a giant sign, and like you want to know what her father does? Her like rich DJ father, right? He's like, damn, this really sucks. You know, an earthquake swept the entire area, right? But hey, Andre, you want to like sing us a song again?
Literally Cody Co.
Yeah, like dude does not want to go visit his daughter in the hospital. He's like, hey yo, Andre, play us that tune again.
And like, didn't also in the last episode the puppet just come to life?
That did not happen. That would be hilarious. That was a proposed ending. But that'd be a bit crazy if like
that would have just fully cemented that they were in fact in hell.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that it's always left ambiguous as to whether Rex is like just Robbie's mental disorder or if he's actually an alive like puppet. Right? It's always left kind of up in the air, and in the end, if they just Rex fully got up and just walked away. There's also the weird alternate timeline, but I had another point. The canonical final episode that was ever recorded, not like the last one in syndication because it didn't get a season 5 or a finale or anything. But the last one ever recorded, right after 4 seasons of these fuckers getting exactly what they wanted, they fail miserably. Basically, it's like a social media commentary thing, you know, boomer shit, whatever, right? Where all of them are competing to get the most like followers on Splashface or whatever the fuck
their Facebook knockoff was.
Yeah, or was it a Twitter knockoff? It was like everything kind of combined knockoff, you know, right? And
it was the Paraphone.
Yeah, the Paraphone. The not. How do you? I'll get back to screens later for that, but that's a whole little side tangent in a bottle. We'll get back to that. But right at the very end, right, it's revealed that Sinjin, the punching bag, right, the person who's been repeatedly left for dead by the main characters, he drowned in one episode, and they threw him back into the pool. He fucking drowned in an episode. They go, oh, he's not breathing, and then they throw him back in the pool. It's Jade, sure, but like all the other characters shrug and walk away. Yeah, we don't got to talk about it.
I'd let Jade do that to me.
Get the fuck out of here. This is a Victoria's solo cast now, actually. You're not allowed on the podcast anymore.
No, I'm just saying, like, would you look? Fucking, it's Jade.
I know, but also be careful because they didn't turn 18 until season 3. So you know.
Shit. The actress?
Yeah, the actresses, all of them.
Fuck.
Which, by the way, the very episode where all of them were 18, which it feels like someone was doing that. Like all of the girls like do like a number in like weirdly skimpy outfits, and it's like, damn.
Hey, House, would it be okay if I just threw up right now?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Like.
I shouldn't be doing
Yeah,
do that.
yeah, no,
Shouldn't do that.
please be careful. Hey, should we cut this bit from the pod? Should we cut? Because this is just
They
like gross this is gross and uncomfortable, and might cause some audience members like genuine. This is a dangerous bit we've established.
I do not like this bit anymore.
So moving on. But at the end, St. John, right, the punching bag for the entire show.
Yeah.
Right? The entire time they've been like, oh, he's the weird loser, right? It is revealed he has more followers than everyone, and he is generally more popular and successful than everyone on the show. Then it ends with him fucking jump roping, which he like spent the whole episode learning to do, away from the scene and into the sunset. And all the other characters failing at the film project they've actually had to work on. The show called Victorious ends with them losing. They lose. They fail. And I don't think I could come up with a better ending for the show, honestly. You could write a graduation ending. You could write the ending where the puppet walks away. Nothing is better than all those fuckers, these horrible people who have... I think Kat has murdered like 5 people in that show. And it is explicit and like on screen. She burned an old lady's house down. Several times in an episode, she has a runner where it's basically... all the 911 calls are getting redirected to her. So she keeps picking up the phone going, your car's on fire? Oh, okay. And hanging up the phone. That is explicitly the plot of the episode, and they make it apparent that this has caused several people to die. Like, she gets a call and she's like, "Hey, can you perform CPR on yourself?" No, okay. Hey, yeah. Hello. Like, they are murderers. They are narcissists. They are horrible people.
Was Victorious just Always Sunny for kids?
It was Always Sunny for kids. I think it was, honestly.
In that case, who was Frank?
Oh god, that's a good question.
Psychowitz,
the teacher. Which we don't even got to get into him. You know, Trina, right? Where Tori's sister, who allegedly has no talent, even though, like in the show, it's made explicit, like, hey, she like is what is the equivalent of a black belt in a specific type of martial arts, and like she can actually sing, and like, you know, all this shit, right? The way they're like, hey, how did Trina get into a school for talented people? And so they go, okay, Psychowitz, the teacher, he was tripping balls, and this happened in the episode. He had a drug trip sequence in which, like Trina was performing the song, but it was bad. Right, in which he had in the show, he's like, oh, he had a coconut that was like 2 weeks out of expiration date, so he had some rancid milk. And when Trina went up for the audition, all the other teachers were helping St. John get his head stuck out of a fucking vending machine or something. And so he was the only one in attendance. Tripped balls. She did a performance. He thought it was amazing. Clicked yes on all of their vote boxes, and that's how she got into the thing.
What?
That is. I'm not making this up. I am not lying to you.
I'm gonna be brutally honest. My only exposure with
any of the shows
was like me watching it before I went to school. I have vague memories of this.
Do you remember the episode where they explicitly like try and get people to ship Tori and Jade?
No. All I remember is the episode with like the feet fish. Oh, that's the only episode I vividly remember.
Too, and there's some boring drama going on otherwise, but the feet fish were the thing. But there's an episode.
That's the only thing I have any memory of in the entire thing.
Yeah, there's an episode, right? There's like a whole arc where Jada and Beck break up, right? In which, basically, there's an episode where Psychowitz is like, hey, Tori, Jade, yeah, you two have to go on a date. Right, and we're gonna make sure, you know, St. John and Burf are gonna supervise you guys, right? Which is, is already weird. But like, there are several moments in the episode where you're like, oh, they are heavily implying that these two may get together. It was literally queer bait. Victorious invented queer baiting. I wouldn't go
that far.
I don't know.
People have done it first. They just said the quiet part out loud.
Yeah,
like, that'd be like saying these people invented racism. No, they just were openly racist.
They did it specifically because you know those writers, right? Those fucking writers.
Yeah.
They did it explicitly to flame Tumblr. That was like a few writers like made it clear. That is the reason why they had that episode and like why they wrote shit to like start like fan shit and like discussion because that gets the show more popular on Tumblr and
also avoid from the other controversies.
We don't gotta talk
about feet fish.
We don't talk about Dan Schneider. We don't talk about I've already probably cut several bits from this episode, honestly.
Dan Schneider, Rob Schneider, Zack Snyder, get them all out of here.
If you're like, I don't know.
Don't say that.
I don't. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable saying that.
Don't say that. I picked 3 actually problematic people. Okay, I'm not making generalizations. I'm pointing out specifics.
Yeah, I was like, I could no. There's so many bits in this episode already. It's been like 15 minutes where I'm like, I don't want to.
We can't do.
We don't do that anymore, and we never again.
Oh, something that we can talk about is we're doing weekly episodes now.
Yeah, we're doing that now.
Or at least we're gonna certainly try to.
Try. we can't even stick to every other week. So
I want to do a weekly episode.
Yeah, weekly episodes would be nice.
So
at this point. We figured it out. We finally figured out the podcast. It only took us 13 episodes.
Yes.
Which is, you know what? It's better than most podcasts.
Yeah.
All right? Some other podcasts like Dungeons and Daddies, they didn't know what they were doing.
I mean, actually, they kind of right off the... Just like them recording a D&D campaign.
Nope. It was a cooking show. Check the first episode.
Oh, shit.
Check it again.
Actually, funny enough, there is a filler episode. It's like episode 33. And that's the first episode they ever recorded as a group.
Oh, really?
And it's just like a general filler episode with
like
the daddies.
Weird synergy.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing.
Yes.
Where it's like, oh, this is the weird first episode.
Yes.
That's very fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to... I totally lost my train of thought there. I was like, what?
Did you see The Unseen?
Oh, fuck.
It's the Watcher!
What is the name of that? Show that bad boy.
I've just been calling it Mr. Simon, but the YouTube channel is called Play.
Just
Literally just Play.
Those are both very unhelpful for the audience. So, Mr. Simon Play, and then you hopefully figure it out from
Another
there.
fun thing is they got their kick off of YouTube Shorts, in which
really?
every single title of their YouTube Shorts would be like, do you remember the name of this weird 90s show? Who watched this show growing up? Like, that's such a good way of doing it.
Such a...
Like... And I like that a lot, because like, that's how I found it. You know, it was, who else saw this strange 90s show growing up? And it was... Well... Brother Timothy needed major correction.
Hey, audience members, don't be needing major corrections. Be better than that.
Yeah, just don't go to outside merchants.
Yeah, it's not that hard, guys. Come on.
Listen to your watcher.
Listen to the watchers. So, you want to get into like questions or like? We don't have a lot of them. Submit questions to ConciergeCosmic@gmail.com. If we get enough viewers, we may start a Discord server. You can submit questions there, but you got to promote the podcast.
Yeah,
you want that to happen.
Yeah, please promote the podcast.
If you want this to continue, which honestly I don't know why you would, but if you want
this to continue,
if you want this to continue,
and we're actually talking to one person in specific, like literally one person specifically. You need to boost this. Okay,
they did.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
I got the notification.
Bet.
Yeah. So
all right, good.
The one person specifically, they did it.
Good.
And the one person I keep yapping about to listen to this podcast, they really like aliens, and they haven't listened to my alien-themed podcast yet.
What?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Because, big alien shit.
Yeah.
But, getting into questions here, right?
Yes.
I said the email already. I don't gotta say it again.
And we're gonna say in the title and exit.
The title and exit?
Yeah, when we record those.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which we will do.
Okay, you put the knife. You already have the gun. This is not fair. Oh shit! You got that Call of Duty. You know that when you start in your base weapons, you have just the pistol and the knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that shit.
I am Call of Duty.
You are the Call of Duty. Hey, why don't you kill all those civilians in the Middle East? You can't just shrug.
What can I tell ya?
The audience can't see
this
that.
game isn't political, okay?
Yeah, it's not political.
This game is completely apolitical.
It is not.
Because we don't use any real presidents.
Ah, of course. Ignore the fact that we definitely used Reagan and several other.
Yeah, but he wasn't the president at the time, therefore it's not political.
So, Animal Farm's not talking about politics, and 1982 is not talking about politics.
Of course 1982 wasn't, it's 1984.
Yeah. Oh shit. Fuck. No, I'm talking about the prequel.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. The Big Brother's rise to power, I fucking guess.
I can't believe it only took them 2 years.
That's how fast fascism can spread. If you see a Nazi, shoot them fucking dead in the head.
And
right?
I'm not even gonna do like the life in the world to come bit where like
No,
no,
this is not a
just
joke.
kill Nazis.
Kill Nazis.
And then bring us to court. I will testify. Yes.
In your name, we will testify.
Yes.
That is our guarantee.
I will give you legal advice.
No.
It won't be good legal advice, but it will be
I will
legal
give you
advice.
legal advice. I'll give you moral advice. It's morally correct to kill a Nazi.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
look, that's all we're saying.
I mean, really, when you think about it, too, like, we aren't even real. So,
Yeah.
like, it doesn't even matter.
Hey, we don't have to abide by Earth laws. We're fucking aliens.
Okay?
We are goddamn aliens from outer space. We don't talk about that enough. I feel like that's
I gotta make that very clear. We are aliens from outside, from outer space, and we are not affected by any Earth laws at all. When
any
I
Earth
say
laws,
this,
any Earth politics, any Earth regulations or rules, right?
Yeah.
We're uploading daily, actually.
yeah, it
But
just
it's
takes
it's
so
just-
long to
we
get
have
to
a
you
very
guys
slow internet speed.
because the
Please.
satellites don't work.
So your garbage satellites built by Elon fucking Busk or whatever the hell his name is.
Elon Busty. I mean, you
shit.
see his chest.
Oh shit! When he did the fucking X jump.
No, I'm not gonna like the one thing where it's like he's on his boat.
He's like,
He's
he's got fucking massive
giant rib
honkers.
cage.
He is literally a barrel. Like, I
Wait,
mean,
he's dressed. He looks like Hold on. Check out this visual bit.
check out this visual bit the audience cannot see. Yeah, fuck Elon Musk. And his garbage satellites.
Yeah. He'd be looking like the infamous titty cap.
Oh shit!
This is a real comic
Yeah,
book cover.
and then someone like stripped it down to the skin, and it was like, wait, how the fuck does this?
He looks like titty cap.
Search big titty Captain America.
Yeah, sure.
What? No, that was to the audience.
Yeah, I got this.
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
No. Well, now hold on. Now we have to go through with this. Oh, the incognito tab is out. Okay, it's Amelia Reddit post. Oh, it actually just shows. wait, hold on. So search Big Titty Captain America, and then scroll down until you see the live action.
Ew, AI. This is not AI, so I support it.
This is a real just inflation finish site. So
Not even inflation, because it isn't like show. Trust me,
Yeah.
I know inflation.
Oh, yeah?
This is
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
I know inflation. This shit is not inflation. Trust me, this is fucking mild. We're talking inflation.
Yeah,
Okay.
was that Captain Carter?
What?
Was that Captain Carter?
I don't know.
I was thinking someone, but didn't they make her like the main character?
Yep.
Like,
Despite
what
the
if-
fact that in the comic she is a Nazi.
hey, Chad. What if we killed?
I'm a
Marvel?
D1 Captain Carter hater.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, hey, we're going to be having Sam Wilson as the main Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
And instantly the people are starting like, oh, Captain Carter is also. No. Go away, you Nazi. Like, she is a full-blown Nazi in the comics. Like, she basically just honeypots Captain America. You know, like, becomes, like, temporarily his sidekick girlfriend kind of thing, you know.
But she's...
Yeah, no, she's just a Nazi. Captain Carter is just a full-blown
Shoot
Nazi.
Captain Carter in the head.
Shoot Captain Carter in the head.
She's a Nazi. It's okay. We gave you permission.
Apparently in season 3 of What If, Howard the Duck and the girl from WandaVision, Darcy, yeah, they have a kid. And that's just like an entire episode is just like...
Slow down. What? So how does Captain Carter fit into that story?
Oh, she doesn't. She ends up. They end up both dying, and Captain adopts her daughter.
What do you mean?
They both fucking die.
They kill off Howard the Duck and Darcy.
For the record, I've never seen this show. That's just what I think happens.
So you don't know if this is actually accurate information.
So I do know for a fact, because I basically watched like someone compare, because they came out at the same time, Creature Commandos and What If Season 3, like comparing what went right and what went wrong.
Yep.
So I do know for a fact that there is like an entire episode of Darcy and Howard the Duck having a kid.
And so you just kind of assumed...
I just kind of assumed that they did in fact die.
Based on vibes alone.
just the energy, really. Also, for some reason, Storm's in it, but they do nothing else with any other X-Men or Fantastic Four.
Why?
Something that explicit permission to?
Yeah.
All they did is, like, have Storm, and she's just kind of there.
So...
Which is actually her second appearance so far in the MCU, because she was also in the end credits scene of the Marvels with
Yep.
Beast.
Yeah, which again, like, I guess the movie everyone saw, way to like drop them like a mutants, like what the, you know, that what if perplexes me so much because it feels like it's the one thing where it's like, yeah,
they could have just made it an anthology.
They should have made it an anthology.
They should. That's what they promised us.
Yeah,
they promised an anthology.
I'm a sucker for an anthology series that at the very last episode, if it's well done, it's like, oh hey, this actually ties back, like everything kind of ties back into one connected thread, right? But like if it's done well, but the point of What If is that you have every story that's like disconnected, and you're able to just see, hey, different peers within the Marvel universe. Like the Doctor Strange episode in season 1 was perfect.
Yes,
very well paced. Animation was great, right? Just like it ended so darkly because it's like Strange is just fucked over. Like, oh, you fucked up, buddy. All you could do was just watch as this big headed guy is looking at you and he goes, yeah, sorry, bud, and then leaves. That was it.
And then in season 2, they just kind of like kill him off screen.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, they just kill him off screen.
Off screen.
Yep.
Why?
Like that one's amazing. I personally, the Hank Pym episode's my personal favorite. In season 1, where basically Hank Pym just goes crazy and starts going serial killer.
Killing the Avengers.
That one was amazing.
That was pretty good too. Yeah. I'm trying. Oh yeah, that's the one where like all them one by one. Doesn't the Hulk like turn into a balloon?
Yeah, no. Basically, the whole bit of like, what if Ant-Man crawled? Basically, Hank Pym puts himself into a syringe and like needles Bruce Banner with him inside.
It's terrifying.
Yeah. Like, that was such a good episode, too. Like, and then Captain Carter.
And then fucking Captain Carter. You should go for one episode. You could have had episode one, season 1, just kind of establish the premise. Yeah. And then you could never have her be in anything ever again, actually. Yeah. That would have been perfect. You would have utilized the character in a neat way that uses well beyond her creative potential. Yes. And then...
of just Captain America but girl. Like, she doesn't even have any of the context that makes Sam Wilson an objectively better and more interesting.
Yeah. Which, you can't wait for Captain America Brave
New World. You know, that was originally going to be called New World Order. Which... and also was originally going to have a character... No, I'm not going to get into that on the podcast. Well, I know. You can just cut it, yeah. So originally there were rumors that it was going to have Captain Israel, which is a real Marvel character.
So back up. Moving.
Exactly. So we're just gonna. I want you to just like cut this, like no bit. I'm gonna have like no cut that bit.
I'm gonna have this entire section filled with like fucking elevator music, just like, hey guys, we can't share this bit with publicly.
I got a little political.
Okay, well.
And I'm pretty sure everyone who's listening agrees with our politics.
Yeah.
But just to be cautious,
just in case, I don't know. I was trying to think of like a famous right wing person, but I couldn't think of any without
Bong
just
Ping Pong.
In case Bong
Ping Pong is listening to this,
we fucking hate Bong Ping Pong and his right wing,
Ping Pong.
His fucking totalitarian bullshit.
Yeah,
he wants to replace all cheese balls with broccoli. Yeah. I fucking hate him. As someone who's currently eating cheese balls live on the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
I fucking love cheese balls. I've had these twice. Ever. So...
I mean, there's like, imagine if you took a Cheeto Puff, but like, made it small.
I know, right? It's crazy. It's absolutely fucking bananas. And then, see, this is why, you know, we're such a good podcast. We're able to get political and talk about heavy topics like cheese puffs.
Yeah, like the cheese puff war.
You want to get into the cheese puff war?
I really don't want to. We've lost too many great men.
We've lost too many brave souls fighting in that battle.
Speaking of that, I know what we're gonna watch when we're done recording.
I don't like that sentence.
So I completely you can cut this or not because it's about your game. Mm-hmm. But with the cheese arc, it reminded me of how around 2016, Rusty Cage had public beef with the Sargento Cheese Company.
Really?
Yep.
Are we gonna find a commentary video on that?
No, I can just find his actual videos.
Oh, shit.
Like he documented it.
Oh my goodness! Like this wasn't like a public. This was like he documented his beef against his cheese company.
Yes. It would just start with a series of bits of him doing sponsored content with Sargento Cheese, in which basically it would just be like his friend holding a gun slightly off camera, so only the barrel was visible, as he like would review Sargento Cheese products.
Holy shit. That's so good. And then what, that actually got him in trouble?
Yeah, like Sargento Cheese sued him for slander.
Oh my goodness. That's so good.
Like they blocked him on all social medias.
That's how you know you made it when a fucking cheese company blocks you.
Like, hold on.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna see if I can find some of the videos. Yeah. But God, Rusty Cage is such an interesting character.
Oh yeah.
Some of his other videos, because I've been watching him since like I was in middle school. Back when I was like borderline alt-right because Boy Scouts.
Because Boy Scouts.
Yes.
The root of all evil.
My troop was. My troop certainly was.
Yeah. Yours was the original Boy Scouts troop. All right. That is the root of all. That is literally the root. You have to go back and you have to kill all of them. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
After that, only then can you rest having killed all the Nazis.
Indeed.
That's right. The only Nazis that exist are the ones from Claire's original Boy Scout group.
Yeah. Let's see. Sargento Cheese ruined my career. I burned my Sargento Cheese shirt. Yeah, those are his, so this is just a general video. Yeah, and I fucking love. This is just a video of how he did in fact steal a slushie machine. Yeah.
Amazing.
When he did it, the problem was that he didn't take anything to make the ice with, or any of the flavors.
Or any of the shit. Just the machine.
Just the machine.
He had none of the components,
Yeah.
all the parts.
Yeah, him and his friends didn't think about that part.
They didn't think that far ahead.
Yeah, and then they all went to jail for a little bit. Like, they went to county jail while waiting their trial.
That's so funny. You
Yeah.
ever steal a slushy machine and not
Yes.
think that far ahead? Alright, next episode, record live from wherever the hell they have slushy machines, and we from a fucking heist.
Yeah. Let's see,
Hell?
hell. I was gonna say, the Phillips Park Water Park.
They do have that.
They do have one there. Raging Waves has so many, they wouldn't even miss it. They
wouldn't
wouldn't even
care.
care if I took it. Or maybe they would, because they for some reason charge $7 for a small.
I have so much beef with fucking Raging Waves, I
Same.
swear to God. As a former lifeguard, the amount of horror stories I would hear from my fellow employees, and they were like, yeah, I used to work at Raging Waves, then they'd have some crazy story like, oh, I almost lost like 4 fingers there in a slide, or like, I once saw a kid go shooting out of the tube and fall 500 feet, like... Yeah, every time it would be something crazy, and it's always a different story, too. It's always some crazy different story where I was sitting there like, okay.
I had a friend who was just like, yeah, they didn't pay me for 3 months.
That's something they would do. They pay them pennies, and you know what? They could have paid them probably 3 beans from what I heard, and it would be more than what they actually got paid.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I work at local pools. Don't work at Raging Waves, all right?
Yeah.
And if you don't have local pools, move.
My question is Phillips Park Water Park a local pool or not? Because it's part of the Fox Valley community center.
Oh, yeah.
The same way the Vaughn is.
Yeah. That one's it's like you have the pools I worked at, which are small local circuit, right?
Yeah, neighborhood pools.
Yeah, neighborhood pools, and then you have those
Community pools.
If it's a corporation, that'd be like Raging Waves.
Yes.
Or like one of those. Things.
Raging Waves, Great Wolf Lodge.
Yep. I wonder if the workers are treated better there.
Great Wolf Lodge? I don't know.
Let's find out. Let's go to Great Wolf Lodge right now and ask the workers.
I mean, there's one by Six Flags. That's like an hour drive.
Yeah. So, come on. We have.
What is it? It's like 12:40, 12:57.
Half hour left of recording. So. Come on.
Yeah. All right.
Let's pause the recording. Alright, we're driving. I'm gonna yeah, it's good. It's good. I don't have to add sound effects. I'm just gonna add wind whooshing noises. We're currently en route to the Great Wolf Lodge.
Whoa! Look, it's the Oasis. It has the Panda Express and the Sbarro.
Whoa!
I love those 2 restaurants, and I think there's more. I don't
know.
Yeah, no, there's a Dunkin' and a McDonald's and a KFC and a Taco Bell and a Subway and an Auntie Anne's. And
a time machine.
and they got a Dairy Queen and a 7-Eleven.
We passed that so long ago. We're on a 70-mile-an-hour highway.
Look, it's Six Flags.
Oh, no way.
There's Superman, and there's Batman, and there's Batman, and there's Joker,
and there's Batman,
and there's Batman, because they have 3 Batman rides.
3 fucking Batman rides.
There's 3 Batman rides.
There's the Batman bumper cars.
There's the wheel that they immediately shut down a year after it was up because no one rode it, because it was literally just like a loop-de-loop, and that was all it was.
All
it was just a car that that would go in a circle, and like if you ask anyone who liked roller coasters what their least favorite part of a roller coaster is, they would all say the loop-de-loops because they fucking suck. And they also got Goliath and Max Steel and the Demon, which I'm not allowed to go on.
Why?
Oh, because every time I want to go there, my dad says it's too old and it hurts his back, and Seth just hates it because when he was really little, he got scared by the monologue because like there's like the monologue like the guy tells Seth got afraid of it when he was little. He says it's because it hurts him, but like the reason he was like little him was just afraid of the monologue because he thought it was a true story.
That is. Yeah, that's in character. I love how this...
They got the American Eagle, which has been open since the 70s. Sorry, you were saying?
I was going to say, that is... We are slowly building a mythos around Seth. Which is just... everyone here who's listening has... As long as you listen to every episode, you have the perfect perception of what Seth is. As an individual, you don't need any other information.
Yeah.
Because we've established so much about him and described him so little. But if you know.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
I mean, he was even on the podcast.
He was briefly on the podcast, yeah.
While on another call.
Well, on another call.
Which is so funny. It
was
like,
crazy.
I literally asked him, like, I was, like, talking to someone else. I was literally on the phone with my friends as I was playing League while you called me.
Bro, should have got the rest of the party on the call. Come on.
Yes.
Would have been the most chaotic and probably most censored part of the episode. Let's be real.
I don't know. I think you've met most of Seth's friends.
I think I'm definitely we hosted a D&D thing for all of them. So like,
yeah. Oh yeah. No, you've literally met them.
I've met them all before for sure.
Yes.
Oh hey, we're almost at Great Wolf Lodge.
Oh yeah, we're at the Great Wolf Lodge. Sadly, this is the Illinois one, so it only has like 3 outside slides and like 4 inside slides, unlike the Wisconsin one, which has like 5 parks. I'm not making this up. There are 2 outside parks, like full parks, and 3 inside parks that you need to like fully traverse the building to get to. Like it's like a mile-long building. Okay, the Wisconsin Dell, like it's a hydrogen bomb to a coughing baby. The Wisconsin Dell and the Gurney, the Gurney Great Wolf Lodge. It's so different. Okay.
2 things.
Yeah.
1, who the fuck gave Wisconsin permission to be cooler than us? Who the fuck let them do that?
It's the only thing they have.
It is the only thing they have.
It is the only thing they have.
You want to know what they would be if they didn't have that? Another Indiana.
Yeah.
And then, secondly, it's probably so easy to figure out where we live.
I mean, all I said is an hour away from Illinois Six Flags.
And we established that Six Flags is like south of that, correct?
I never said which direction an hour away.
That is true, but like, do the math, right? I'm saying you could probably easily piece together where we live based on context clues.
So what?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. All I'm saying is maybe there's a reason Will Wood hates his fans, or hates his fans, quote unquote. He doesn't really hate his fans.
Yeah.
Except you, Dave. Will Wood fucking hates you.
But you're cool, Jeremy.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. They love you, Jeremy.
Of course. We love you, Jeremy.
Which, I'm very... One thing we can't talk about, that's Seven Kingdom shit, which we specifically swore a vow that we're not allowed to talk about campaign shit, but that did remind me to talk about campaign shit with you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because...
Because Sparks' his dead name.
Oh, yeah. Well, now I have to cut that for every time we mention it, I go... I'm get the editing tools out and snip it out. How do I make this conversation flow logically with us rambling about shit?
Even flow. You like the Pearl Jam song?
I'm gonna hit you with the microphone. You think that'll be good podcast audio? Your skull getting bludgeoned in by a microphone? No, it'd be the other way around and go. So, well, what time is it? So we got about a half hour, and we div out. Each of us get 1. I usually just get 1 long pasta. Does that seem fair?
Yeah.
All right, so.
Actually, yeah, we're doing creepy pastas now.
Yeah. I've decided, if we're either going to do them this episode or we're not, and now's the time to make the call.
Yeah.
I found, you're trying to find one. I found, I think, a pretty good one called Tired Yet? ? This one was recommended on the recommended page. It's of decent length, so you have plenty of time to find this shit.
All right.
And so, here we go. I did not read this beforehand. If this turns out to be something else, I don't know. If this turns out to be another, my wife's awful grin made me shoot her in the head.
I hope. I hope it is.
Where like 70% of it is trying to be serious. You're welcome.
That was. I hope it's trying to be serious.
It was 2 o'clock in the morning, and I couldn't fall asleep. I was incredibly bored with nothing to do but stare at my laptop screen, which showed the YouTube homepage. There were no videos that I really wanted to watch. Not any comedy sketches, no My Little Pony videos, no gaming videos, nothing. And then there's an image of a me in all its glory. So imagine a very blurry image of a me put through a little telescope. Congrats, you've seen the image. I went to my living area to see if I could find anything laying around that I could tinker with. My friend was sleeping on the My friend was sleeping on the couch. We had one hell of a night drinking, partying. I like how before it was no My Little Pony videos. We had a hell of a night drinking and partying. We even fit a little drug use. You were already okay. Even fit a little drug use into there. So I looked for something when I saw my 3DS sticking out from my friend's pants. I didn't even know how I got there. Like I said, we had one hell of a night. I slowly pulled the handheld out from my friend's jeans and walked back to your friend was sleeping in fucking jeans, and sat in my friend's jeans and walked back to my room. I sat in my computer chair in front of my desk and flipped open the cyan portable open. What the fuck? I flipped open the cyan portable open. Okay, that's English. And pressed the power button. I was brought to the 3DS home screen. I looked at what game was in the 3DS, but nothing was being read. So I shook the cartridge slot. To my surprise, there was nothing in it. What?
What?
Nothing was being read, so I checked the cartridge. There was nothing there. To my surprise. Why are you talking about this? Your friend probably was just not using the cartridge. Alright. I didn't really feel like going back to the living area to check for my games out there, so I just stuck to playing the Game Boy games I had downloaded. So I played for about an hour and a half, enjoying myself playing old nostalgic games. And why the fuck did you care if the cartridge was in or not? Then I started getting really bored. This guy is just perpetually bored in the middle of the night. Go to bed. Why the fuck am I still playing these games? I said to myself, about to turn off the 3DS. When I remembered to check to see if my friend did anything to the 3DS, I went back to my home screen to start the search. My first stop, the photo album. When I got to the photo album, I saw many pictures from the night we had. One picture was me chugging down a beer while my friend cheered me. We also must have had people over because the next picture was of two random people fucking on my couch. What? Ain't no way.
Damn. Lucky ducks.
Fucking hell. I deleted this picture from the album. And I just bought the couch 2 weeks ago. I said to myself. The last picture was of my friend smoking some weed on the couch. And I was
Dude, that guy's so cool. Like, I love how this is like literally everything 12-year-old me would think 20-year-old me would be doing.
Which, A, is it wrong? You can have two people fucking on your couch.
Yes, there is no one on my couch, Alice.
Yeah, that was once my couch.
Yeah, that was once your couch.
And we gave it to you guys.
Yeah, I stole it.
Ah, shit, wait a minute. We've been swindling out of a couch. Not like we have too many couches in my house. That is kind of a small problem. Because my mom is a photographer, and so frequently her clients will be like, "Hey, do you want a couch? You want a couch?" And she'll be like, "Yeah, sure." And then we'll have the problem. They wouldn't have any room to put all these fucking couches in. So she'll like use them for photography and then sell them later on. But like, stop giving us couches, guys. Every time I go into my living room, there's this one little area with like no like couches or anything. It's sort of just like an empty space where it's the piano and then nothing else. Every time I'm like, oh boy, is a new couch gonna appear right there? Can't wait to find out. Getting back to the story, which I know you're also very invested in. Alright, since I finished with the pictures, I moved on to the video. There was only one clip. It was about 10 seconds long. Oh boy, what could this be? I said. I started watching. The screen was black, but this is, so far, nothing has been a creepypasta, by the way.
Yeah.
This has just been a drunk guy.
It's just been like, my party's been, my party is so cool.
This story is almost over. We are approaching the end kind of fast. There's like a few more, okay, this is a little bit more, but this is dialogue, but like, oh my god. Oh boy, wonder what this could be, I said. Started watching. The screen was black with someone talking to someone else. The person said, I don't give a fuck who you are. You do not get to fuck on my couch. I assumed it was me kicking out the people who had sex on my couch. Wait a minute. Then a gunshot was heard from the 3DS, and then the clip stopped. I just figured that the gunshot was something my friend did, since he's good at making sounds with his mouth. Especially
that'd be
gunshots.
wild. That'd be wild if you could just make realistic gun noises with your mouth. Just make a gun noise when I. No, like in post, you put a gun noise here.
That's right, we're making our own Wilhelm scream right now. Yoda death noise, Lego Star Wars.
Can't do this anymore.
You stay, Claire. Claire, you still have 26 points. No. It's okay. I hope that picked up on the microphone. I hope they heard a clean Nerf gun click sound noise. I just figured it was a gunshot noise. This is something my friend did, since he's very good at making gun sounds with his mouth, especially gunshots. I backed to the video and went to my final destination, Mies. I like how he's just, again, like, not at all concerned about what the fuck happened. Like, people might be dead. I went to the meat creator to see if my friend or those two idiots. ... You know what? I'm not even going to bring them up anymore. So anyway, I checked out my Mies, and there was only one new one. I clicked on him, and his name read, "Tired Yet?" The me itself was really weird looking. It had a really large baggy eyes with a large nose and a mustache, depicting what I believe was a frown. His short black hair, and he had very pale skin, colored with a black shirt. I decided to be a smartass and reply to this question with his name. I changed it to no, and exited the editing selection. When I went back to the Me Plaza, I clicked on that exact me, but instead of his name being no, it was yes you are.
What? What? No.
Dude, my 3D.
Imagine like Penny was like, "Are you scared?" No. No, yeah, you are.
You are. I want a version of it, right? Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, where just like, "You're feeling the fear, Georgie," and then you go, no, not really. Honestly,
what? It was a clown.
I'm a big scary guy. Come on, Georgie, aren't you a little friend? I'm gonna bite your arm off.
Tim Curry was a better Pennywise.
I can see that.
So my logic behind it is
we're getting straight. This is like when we're breaking.
Bill
the Dark Knight.
Skarsgård was a monster. Mm-hmm. He's a great monster.
Mm-hmm.
And yet I feel the fear of Pennywise, especially in his clown form, is that he felt more like a real person. Mm-hmm. Tim Curry felt more like a deranged psychopath, but a human. Mm-hmm. Everything Bill Skarsgård did, you knew was like a cosmic monster, even as Pennywise. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And like with Tim Curry, you still had that genuine horror from like the 80s of like serial killers being out there.
Yeah.
And Pennywise was able to properly encapsulate that. Tim Curry was able to do that a lot better than Bill Skarsgård was.
See.
Did you suck off that gun?
No.
Like in
no, don't change the subject. Don't change it. Don't bring up that show, please. But like, look. Did you really, put a leg up when you were talking about your opinion on fucking Bill's... Claire put a leg up on another chair. Oh gosh, she put it on the table. I've had with people's feet today, alright? I've already had to deal with shit like this today. Stop. You're going to... Claire's slowly... Her head is below her feet by now. Her feet are above her head. Okay, now she's just showing off, alright? You got good abdominal strength, you got them abs, huh?
Indeed, because I'm a dancer.
People fucking dig a chick with abs, so, you know.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So you not only put up your feet and like got so serious when talking about fucking Pennywise and which guy was better, but also we got here because of a fucking me creepypasta. Okay.
Yeah, I completely nothing about Pennywise at all.
Yeah, I have no idea how we even got to Pennywise.
I was just are you scared?
Yeah. Are you? No, not really. Oh. Dude, I want a version of the movie he just goes home. He goes back to the other.
He goes back to his like home dimension.
Yeah,
which is where the Dark Tower takes place.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, or at least like where the portal in the Dark Tower. Yeah, that's where Pennywise is from. There's weird theories that the main antagonist in Dark Tower is in fact in some way related to Pennywise. Anywhere from brother to dad to boyfriend. It's who knows?
It's Stephen King universe. There's all kinds of wacky.
He didn't even remember making Cujo. He did. He has no recollection of that book.
Which is it's hilarious. It's hilarious and sad, but also just kind of crazy. Yeah. That like, Stephen King was just on coke when making most of those books.
I will say a fun little fact is that Salem's Lot,
Yep.
Needful Things,
Uh-huh.
Shawshank Redemption, and Night Shift all are in the same town. That's the thing Stephen King will actively say. The prison that Shawshank Redemption takes place in is an hour away from the town that all of those other 3 books take place in.
Oh shit! I didn't know when Andy was getting out of prison.
And actually, the book does have some slight magic to it.
Really?
That the movie just doesn't go
Shawshank?
over. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The most magic is
Read an
basically
excerpt, but
that a prison in an alternate dimension, and like basically this guy is actively getting clues on how to escape by a man who escaped from the other prison. And, like he's actually like leaving gifts and like trinkets to him, and like he's kind of going through his own insanity as he's uncovering that. And I love Shawshank Redemption. I think it's a perfect movie.
Oh yeah,
but
amazing.
like. I would want to see the other way on screen.
Yeah.
You know, not like in a replacement way, because God forbid anyone replaces that fucking masterpiece.
Yeah, it's amazing. Right?
But I would want to see, you know, the original version on screen too. I think that would just be fascinating.
Yeah, that'd be a very interesting take to see like that movie. Oh, I mean a cheese ball. See, like that movie where. Honestly, do kind of like The Shining thing, where like there is some like plausible deniability, like oh maybe this is just like another prisoner, or, like maybe this is just this guy going crazy,
or maybe this is how the book treats it,
or maybe this is another dimension.
Yes.
So you want to resume the fucking me?
Sure.
No, finish your sentence there.
Well, I didn't have a finish to my sentence.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to listen to the fucking me's now.
All right.
I just passive aggressively ate a cheese ball in Claire's direction, and you guys couldn't even fucking tell.
Yeah. I'm looking at my Chaos Emerald now.
It's not gonna save you.
I know. I mean, if I threw it at you, it would probably hurt.
It would probably fucking kill me, dog. You hit me with that thing hard enough, or use that knife right behind it.
I think the knife would be more effective.
That's right. You're gonna throw the knife. It's gonna hit me with the fucking hilt. Right? Give me a concussion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fall, break my toes. I'm gonna bleed out from that way. There's a lot of steps there.
Yeah. It's gonna be a Rube Goldberg machine.
Yes, you are. Did my fucking 3DS just talk to me? I said to myself. I decided to change the name again. I was given more space to type. I like how nothing before this was at all relevant. Nothing about this story was relevant beforehand going into it. I was given more space to type like I was supposed to have a sentence or something. I typed, fuck you talking to me. I backed to the plaza, and sure enough, the name was changed to something different. There are some things you shall not be told. Ask me a question worthy of my answering, you swine.
Then I shout out to having gods that will just call you a swine.
That's always so fun. Then also changed in appearance to something. Also changed in appearance different. Same eyes, same nose, same hair, same shirt. But he was smiling. A small little smirk crawled up his face. He also grew eyebrows, large, skinny, villainous eyebrows. He looked at me with his evil face. I decided to reply with another question. Why are you such an asshole? And calling me a pig? I went back and had another reply, but this time the reply was more sad. It read, oh, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. I do that sometimes. The me also went back to its original look. Sad, depressing, and something I didn't want to I didn't want to look at all. What the fuck are you
Keep reading.
Okay. I probably like, well, maybe next time you'll think before you speak. This time I don't have to go back to the plaza. However, because soon as I backed out of the name changer, I got a reply. Now, oh shit. Now you're just trying to make me feel worse. Fuck you, I replied. Hey, asshole, go jump off a bridge. As soon as I bricked out, a pop-up. This is such a poorly written story, dog. A pop-up appeared saying, this me is no longer available. The me fucking killed themselves, Claire. Claire. As I went back to the plaza, the me was nowhere in sight. Then I went back to my 3DS home screen. I was a little freaked out at the time, but I didn't really think a whole lot of it. I went back to the living area, checking my friend to see if he was awake. I walked over to him and noticed he had a knife in his chest. What? What the fuck? I yelled. I went to my phone to call 911, but it was dead. I went outside to run to the police station. When I noticed a trail of blood staring off my porch, going around my house, I walked to the side of the house to see where it led. Upon reaching the side of my house, I saw 2 people laying on the ground with bullet holes in their heads. As I moved closer, I recognized them as the 2 people fucking on my couch. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Wait, hold on, I forgot the nose.
You fucking idiot. You forgot the nose.
There we go.
Oh, shit. I just posted a scary-looking fella on a Post-it note. That guy's gonna haunt my dreams now.
Now I should try him, like, but the way he was just sad.
Yeah. A little frown. Just... Oh, I'm sorry. Like,
Hold on.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect that heel turn. Upon reaching the side of the house, I saw the 2 people laying on the ground with bullet holes in their head. I moved closer, recognized them as the 2 people who were fucking on my couch. I ran in the back and grabbed my 3DS and turned it on. I pop a message saying, check the mirror. Like how this, he finds 3 dead people, and his first instinct is to grab the fucking 3DS. I went to the bathroom to look in the mirror. I was covered in blood, blood on my hands, blood on my shirt, blood on my shoes. I was covered in all, and I noticed my eyes were bigger than normal and very baggy.
This is him when he's sad.
Oh.
This is him when he's evil.
I'm feeling pretty bad for him, honestly. My hair was darker than normal, and my beer-stained white t-shirt was now blood-stained black tea. Then, after putting 2 and 2 together, I realized something. I was the one who murdered my friend and those 2 people. I was the one to blame, but worst of all, that me was me.
That's a good pun.
That
was a really good pun.
That's really good.
I'm a sucker for like really long jokes with like the dumbest punchlines, like the whole like there is no punchline bit.
That one was
yeah.
I thought as soon as I read, I was like, "Oh shit, this is gold. This is fucking gold."
Out of the way, Baraska.
Out of the way, Baraska. Out of the way, fucking
this twist.
Pal. This twist, all right, an actually good twist, all right.
All right.
You have yourself a story.
Yep, it's called Buzz.
Oh shit! I'm putting a cheese puff in the gun.
A dog. He's a mutt from the Black and Yellow Eyes.
I thought this was gonna end.
He's a mutt from the Black and Yellow Eyes. Yellow eyes, strangely.
Okay.
He's got jaundice.
For reference, I have yellowish eyes.
No, you don't. Your eyes are like a green.
It depends.
They're more green. You don't have jaundice.
Which is funny. My twin brother had jaundice. He got over it.
It is found abandoned, dispirited, and confused. Because the rain had begun, and as he was born in the streets, was not an owner, when inevitably ends up a car coming towards you. What did I just read?
Oh, it's from the perspective of the dog.
Thus begins the story of Buzz.
Wait, what?
I ended up finding a puppy in the middle of the road in a suburb, which is 14 blocks away from my house. Why the specifics?
Why were you 14 blocks away from your house specifically?
I hardly know how I managed not to kill that dog. ... I think it was pure luck that the asphalt was not is not new, and all that bumpy ended up saving him.
Oh shit!
Initially, the car would have gone to see the damage he had done, but when I saw the puppy, I decided to take home. Linda would certainly be seeing the presentation in horror of a mother of school children. I could not go because of work, but I think the mutt almost dead until it came in handy to get some points with her and the children. What?
Keep going. You've dug this grave for yourself.
Yeah. When I was driving home, I noticed the mutt had a collar he was wearing that I thought writing Maldacam. Ugly. A word is too ugly to be the name of a dog. I decided to take that stupid wooden nameplate collar him and get him home as quickly as possible to prepare a surprise for the children. At 22 hour, the children and she came, and I showed the dog was in a box packed with blankets that I improvised. Linda just looked at my face, wondering where he had found the dog. The point of view keeps changing. The point of view keeps fucking changing.
You. Second person.
Like, it keeps addressing me. I explained I had found him in the middle of the road, lost in the rain, decided to bring his gifts for children. Robert and Mary played with the puppy when Ron turns around and says he had a name for it. Buzz. Buzz, I murmured. I knew that Robert wanted to be an astronaut when I grew up, and that one of his idols was Edwin Buzz Aldrin. Thanks for the explanation of comparing.
Thanks.
One of the men who stepped on the moon. I laughed and went. I laughed. The night went on until 23 p.m. It was just 22 when Linda put the kids to sleep. John. Yes, I turned to Linda, who had a worried look. John, on that dog. Buzz, I said, interrupting. Don't worry, darling. I'll fix an appointment with the vet and buy the dog food. Let's keep it. Yes, the kids liked it. Is there a problem? Linda seemed worried, but ignored this, so I told her she could go to sleep, and I would... she could go to sleep, I would give as Buzz was. What? I was just leaving him alone for a short time. He had managed to escape the box and gets on the service area by stepping on a can of dirty water that fell from the washing machine. What the fuck?
How long is this story?
You said you wanted a long one, and it's fucking long.
No, I'm vetoing.
I just skimmed all the way down to the bottom, and the first line I see is, who would have dug the hole, was John, author of all murders? He had 29 victims in total, including family, friends, and acquaintances. The last person alive... No!
We have enough for a podcast. We can stop it.
I'm ending, yeah. Fuck this.
Hold on. Before I do, I did find a good one, called the Shortest Horror Story.
Yeah.
They will find out what you fap to.
Oh, shit.
Thanks, everyone, for listening to the Cosmic Concert.
No, we're not doing the exit. Remember, we're going to record that separately?
Okay. All right, yeah. I was going to, I guess, jump into that, but because that's where we're ending it.
Yeah.
Just...
Yeah.
So we're doing it just like a...
I would say just in a completely separate doc.
Okay, so...
Or file.
I'm going to just end this recording.